everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Kimberly Knox, and this is another segment of In the Kitchen with KK. Yes, we're in a new kitchen here, and we finally got used to the new fall routine, back to school, getting our business goals organized and developed, and I've been wanting to chat with you about amazing benefits of two of my most favorite things to juice, and that's celery and dandelion greens. Whoa, it sounds exciting, right? So here I am sharing for you healthy goodies, life-enhancing tips to empower you to heal yourself and your family and create a healthier, sexier you, vibrant, youthful. And food is medicine. When you start to open your eyes at about how amazing it is, just what you put in your mouth, how important that is, it will change your life. And pounds can shed off. Your skin will glow. You'll have more energy. You'll sleep better. And your little ailments will start to subside, especially all the inflammatory type of issues. So we're going to talk about the fall, because as an integrative nutrition coach and speaker, combining that with my wealth of astrological knowledge, we are basically keeping in harmony with nature all around us. And that's what's important. The early hermetics of all of medicine, combining with the herbs and oils and foods, that was all astrologically bound, and parts of the body, parts of the year relate to different functions and organs in the body, and to stay in that flow is super important. So we're talking about the fall season, and listen, yep, we get fall down here in South Florida as well. Literally almost every year around October the 15th, I feel a little bit of freshening in the air. Yep, 70 feels fresh, as long as it's a little dry, it's a little cooler in the morning, and it's fabulous. But that's what we have. We have a darkening days, and we have this feeling of loss, letting go, getting rid of what no longer serves us. These are some of the concepts actually around Scorpio, which is coming up, this new moon in Scorpio. But we are in harmony with the world around us and with nature, and that's all part of that. So as nature slows down and prepares to rest, because we're in harvest time, we're finishing up Libra. The sun's gonna go into Scorpio over the weekend, but we're still in this time of Libra. This is taking our crops to the market. This is getting out there, and Libra is an air sign, social air sign. So this is about the fall, is sleeping a little bit longer and in craving more warming foods, because now it's colder and it's drier, nourishing foods for the body, moving inward and paying attention to our internal work. This is very important, and this is about, relationships, and Libra is all about also the other Venus ruled sign of Taurus, which is about our self-esteem, so looking within. And self-care is very important too for our health. It's part of the primary food that I'll talk about. You can reach out to me. I'll leave a link, KK at In the Kitchen with KK, and I do a complimentary health assessment for you, so we can look at your goals, look at what's going on, help you organize what you've got, what you're looking at. What are your goals? Whether it be sleeping better, or just losing a few pounds, or getting rid of your achy joints. These are common. Dealing with thyroid, dealing with early menopause, whatever that is. Food is such a great way to start to enhance the body, strengthen it, and also to heal it. Self-care is really big, okay? Self-care is huge. It lets people know that you value yourself and you're taking care of yourself. So look around. What makes you feel, what you do, it makes you feel like a breath of relief, and what creates this sense of space, and what just where you're relaxing, and what gives you an energy boost, and what makes you, just feel great and relaxed. So incorporating some of that into your fall routines. And of course we should be doing this at all times, but fall is definitely a time when things are slowing down, and when you go inward, it's a great time to take care of yourself. So here's some tips for the fall, because fall relates to the lungs and the large intestines. The lungs are a yin, and so in astrology, that's a feminine nature, and yang is the large intestine. So here we're talking about breathing. We're breathing in. This is breath work. This is yoga, hot yoga, naturally detoxifying the skin. And the large intestine, that relates to Scorpio. So here's about eliminating waste, eliminating things out of the body that the body no longer needs, but also in your life. So that's why cleaning out the closets is a great thing to stay in the flow. So lungs also relate to grief and emotion. So, but positive emotions, letting it out, feeling it, that also nourishes the lungs. So be watchful about, if you are experiencing, deep emotions, that the lungs can be extra sensitive, and the lungs are a little bit difficult to deal with. That's why whenever I'm out of balance there, I get cupping, and that's a really great thing for that. But people that have problems letting go, that can lead to chronic not letting go of the waste in your body, constipation. So these are things to think about. So here's some tips: deep breathing exercises. Go and take a breathwork class. I do hot yoga. It feels amazing. It heals the body from the inside. There's breath work. There's deep sweating, so releasing of toxins, helping to let go of excess water. And you'll find out too that celery is an excellent diuretic, so that also helps you to release excess water. And we're going to talk about the kidneys there. Letting go of negativity. Find ways to do that. Meditation's really good. Walk outside, being in nature. This enhances the lungs. Breathing in the air, taking in nature around us. The vibration of nature itself resonates with the heart. It resonates with calming, lowering blood pressure naturally, and raising levels of serotonin, because we're happier out there walking around. If you can put your shoes on. When I worked in a corporate office, I would put my sneakers on and go for a walk all the time. I was out walking, or we had a little fitness center. I'd be there, I'd go for a run. I loved being outside, and I brought my lunch all the time. So cleaning out, reorganize, donating stuff, these are really great things. So let's talk about some fall foods. So what we're going to be doing, because it's not as hot anymore and it's not as humid, we need less raw, cold, and like cooling types of foods. Here in South Florida, it's still warm, but it's drier, which is really good. More warming foods. Now this is fun. Love soups. Cancers love soups. Cancer people or moon ruled people. Easy to digest on the whole elimination process. So that's why green smoothies, juicing is excellent. Soups as well, easier to digest, really satisfying and nurturing. So I'm going to give you a list of some of the great foods to stock up on. A lot of these are actually superfoods, but we're talking about a lot of the root vegetables. Garlic is a natural superfood. We've got radishes. If you've never seen radishes, these are radishes. They're gorgeous. And what I love to do with radishes is just quarter them, cut them up. They're so crunchy and amazing. Put a little salt on them. It's a great snack at your desk. These are Dankin radishes. So they're big, but they're also really crunchy. So these I just cut them in long squares. These make really good dipping for, say, like a dip made with guacamole, avocado. Sorry. So these are super tasty. Love these. A lot of the white foods are related to the fall season. So rice, make sure you're doing brown rice, please, because of the nutritional value. Regular white rice really has zero nutritional value. It just converts right to, it's a refined carb, so it just converts right to sugar. The body just relates to it that way. Cucumbers, celery, we're going to be talking about celery. Cauliflower, most people know cauliflower. You can make an amazing cauliflower soup. My NutriBullet RX actually turns warm, so that's fun. You can make a soup with that. Add my bone broth. I make bone broth, so I add that into quinoa and different soups. It's really excellent this time of the year. So turnips, root vegetables, great. Of course, I have my pumpkins back here. I love pumpkins. And I really didn't even realize this, but you can juice pumpkins, and it's amazing. I went to one of my favorite juice places, Crop Juice, Sarasota. Hi Crop, if you're watching. Love you guys. And they really, impeccable quality, attention to detail, clean, organic, delicious. So after you juice the pumpkin though, save it. You can make a soup out of it. I mix that also with bone broth and mix some spices in there after. It's so delicious, cinnamon, nutmeg. So cabbage, turnip, celery, we already said celery. The white foods here, parsnip is one, white beans. You can make a white bean soup. This is pretty popular in Italian traditions. It's really easy with some of the escarole bean, they call it escarole and bean soup, and pears. We've got onions, okay? Onions are really, really good for you actually, you know, as far as your immune system. Sweet potatoes are delicious. If you're A positive or A blood type, some of the nightshade vegetables, not so helpful for you, but if you're great with potatoes, it's potato time. And these are comfort foods too. Mustard and dandelion greens. So, loving my dandelion greens. Now, I grew up in Vermont, and you know, that's part of my whole passion here. Literally, I grew up just grabbing carrots out of the garden, rinsing them off, and chewing on them. That's why I know what good organic vegetables taste like. You have no idea how psyched I was to go to a new farmer's market this past weekend, and I was just raving about the cucumbers because good cucumbers are incredible, and cucumbers are just off the charts, so good for you. I'm not going to cover them here. We're talking about celery and dandelion, but they're amazing as well. But some of the same properties as celery. I'm getting water on my cards here. So what else? Lemons, of course. Lemons should be a staple in your kitchen. Have lots and lots and lots of them. This morning, what I did, and I've been doing it in the morning, it's a light cleanse. Actually really good for the fall because we're talking about the large intestine, liver, the whole process here. If you get conventional lemons, and the SUE code for, right here, 4053, if it starts with a 4 or a 3, it's conventional, which means it's going to have potentially herbicides, pesticides, things on the outside, so you definitely do not want to juice the rinds. You gotta cut them off if you're gonna juice them. But anyway, I cut them all off and I mix it up with water, ice, and about 2 tablespoons of the best cold pressed olive oil, which one of my favorites is California, extra virgin, and adding in a little bit of ginger, and it makes this white, frothy, delicious, cold, energizing drink. Okay, so we're going to be using lemons. Now what I do when I'm juicing, which I prefer, instead of cutting, I just squeeze them in this handy little $5 gizmo here, which works amazing. So, so let's talk about celery, and then we're going to be juicing some here. Celery, okay, basically you just jack up the nutrients when you juice. My juicer is an omega. It's a slow process so that the food lasts longer. So you can do some in advance, and you have the juice for a couple days. Leaves and the stalk. So you're talking about lots of vitamins in celery. You've got vitamin A, all of the B's except for B12. It's hard to get B12 without supplementing unless you eat meat. Okay, all the essential amino acids, rich potassium, folate, calcium, magnesium. So this is the stuff that we need as electrolytes. I mean, literally, celery juice is one of the best things to drink when you come home after a workout. You're just gonna feel bright. I can't even explain it. So I had my juice last night because I had made some. I'm out of pineapple, but pineapple is the best to mix with these are very hard on you if you don't know what they taste like, the dandelions. You gotta sweeten them up with pineapple, and pineapple's really good for digestion, but it sweetens them up nice. My eyes were just bright. So here's a little cue. When you clean up your liver, your eyes also are just liven up. So because the liver opens to the eyes. Now you gotta read about that. That's Chinese. But you know, if you're having any eye issues, anything you do to the liver is going to help the eyes, all right? You can look into that more. I'm not going to explain the whole Chinese philosophy to you, but it's awesome. All right, lowering blood pressure. All right, juicing and smoothie, you're getting the crap out of your body works better. So there's a whole lot of long words, and I don't want to bore you with all the technical stuff, but you can look into this. It basically, there's a agent in here that relaxes and smooths the muscles inside of your blood vessels. This is important, okay? It's like a natural vascular dilator, so it's lowering your blood pressure. It also lowers your LDL. My cholesterol is higher because my HDL is off the charts, all right? And that's fine. Just understand what's going on. The liver processes all of this stuff, so that's why you want to keep it clean. Basically, reducing the effects of the stress hormones like cortisol. So releasing your stress hormones automatically reduces the stress in the body. The body's able to function more, your digestive system's able to work better, and you're able to sleep better. Hallelujah. And here I already told you about the blood vessel expansion. There's a couple agents in there that do that. Reducing inflammation. How many people do you know have chronic inflammation? I did a whole video on inflammation. That's why I jack my stuff up with omega-3s through chia seeds, hemp hearts. You know, I take some cod liver oil every once in a while, the olive oil, but definitely reducing inflammation is huge. Achy joints are terrible. You can barely move. So powerful inhibitory effects on the enzymes which activate the genes that are responsible for the inflammatory response. Whoa, right? That's a whole mouthful, but that's what celery does. That's how celery is amazing. God didn't make all this fruits and vegetables for just a random reason. You gotta stay out of the inner aisles of the grocery stores. I can't even go to a conventional grocery store anymore. I mean, seriously, if you're opening up packages and boxes and cans, you're not doing your body a good of service. You want to stay and eat at least 80% on the outer realms, which are the fruits, the vegetables, and then get really good quality meats if you like meat and your body is good with it. It's perfect for arthritis sufferers. I know many of them. So here's a great juice though mix. I'm not putting carrots in today, but celery, carrot, parsnip, and parsley and fennel. Parsley has lots of iron in it, okay? It's a cancer fighter, cancer cells. It actually prevents the spread of the cells, just like reducing and eliminating sugar, because sugar is like adding gasoline to a fire and the cells just multiply. Also, just fasting for a day makes your cells work a whole lot better because they start to smarten up. They go, holy crap, where's the food? Where's the glucose that I've been relying on? And they go, oh, I think I have to take care of myself now. And they start eliminating the junk and they start working better. That's the layman's terms of all of that. So cleansing for the kidneys. Now the reason I'm bringing this whole thing up is that the kidneys is under the influence of Libra, okay? And the adrenals sit on top of the kidneys, and that's an Aries thing. Aries and Libra is opposite astrological signs. They work together. So right now my kidneys have been stressed. That's why I was focusing on this. I had to cut out caffeine and I had to focus. And if they're stressed because you're retaining more water. That's one big reason, and many other things. But the kidneys are responsible for your jing, your jinga, your whole, this is your essence of energy. So this is super important. You can take different herbs for this, but celery is amazing for helping out, and the dandelion greens as well. It's alkalizing. You want to alkalize your body. Junk can't live in high pH, so we don't want the junk living in our body. So the acidic level, you want to raise the pH. Alkalizing, raising the pH, hydrating, removing excess water and waste through the kidneys. So just moving it out, and it helps to reduce, if you have kidney stones, it helps to work on those. There's other things to do too, but it's a powerful diuretic. That's awesome. Nobody wants extra water weight. That's gross. Skin benefits, hello. I mean, you can look vibrant, sexy, healthy, youthful just by eating food. And that's what I'm here to share with my clients. Skin benefits, high in vitamin K, KK, but K stands for the kidneys too. Remember that. K is awesome. So preserving your skin's firmness, elasticity, vitamins A, C, A, skin tone, all right? Collagen as well. I have this awesome collagen protein from Dr. Axe, who I adore, love. Their channel's amazing, him and the other doctor. They share great information. So this is really great in complement with that. So recovery and replenish and re-energize. I told you, this is like a natural. Don't get Gatorade. Oh, you know, there's so much sugar. You don't need the sugar, all right? That just is going to interfere with all the good stuff that you're doing. Get natural sugars, cut the sugars out, and you really, when I do my sugar blues thing and the crushing sugar out of the diet, you're not supposed to have more than 24 to like 36 grams, and that can be shot really quickly today with all the drinks. So keeping the connection in the cells, our cells need to be happy. If we're not firing all cylinders, it's our cells that are crapping out on us, right? They need to be operating efficiently and effectively, and this can help them. Sleep enhancer, okay, so if you're decreasing those stress hormones and you're upping everything else, this in the magnesium as well. Almost everybody is deficient in magnesium. A great way to deal with that though is taking an Epsom salts bath. Natural magnesium absorbed into the body, but this is great too. Almost all of us are low in magnesium. If you're doing hot yoga, make sure you're getting lots of extra vitamins and minerals. Okay, so we're gonna be juicing some celery here. Here's a tip with the celery. You have to know this. You've got to get organic celery. Don't go to the farmer's market and get conventional celery. You're wasting your time. That's like ridiculous. It drives me insane when I see conventional celery there, because you almost can't wash it enough to get anything off. Organically grown, or it's got to have a code with a 9. Here you go. This was on the Dandelion, so it starts with a 9. PLU is 94615. Hello. 9 is fine. So we're gonna start by just juicing up some celery stalks. I wash them. You can wash them in vinegar, white vinegar, if you're really. This is so funny. I forgot to put my jar. All right, you can laugh. That's hysterical. You can wash them with vinegar and water. Here, I'm like messing up because I'm getting sidetracked. So let me stop this. And hold on. Just gotta get this under here, right? So this is smelling great already. There we go. Okay. The show must go on. Listen, I was born the exact same day as Julia Child, so there must be something to that. I'm gonna add mint. Mint, oh gosh, mint is so amazing, and it's so good for the stomach and the digestive system. So I got this mint at the farmer's market, and it's so potent. It's just really, really great, and I already jammed it up. So we're gonna stop there. We're gonna want to add something like to sweeten it up a little bit. So we're gonna add green apples. You definitely want to get, again, okay, because there is a dirty dozen list out there. The dirty dozen list tells us the stuff that you must get organic. Unfortunately, an apple a day does not keep the doctor away if you're buying crappy apples that have lots of pesticides on them. You know, it's apple season now, but make sure you're washing them off and you're going to orchards where they are being responsible about that. So again, these are organic, and organic apples taste so good. They haven't been sitting around and shipped around. All right, so now we have some green apple in there, and green apple are good, you know, for people that are watching the amount of sugar. Now the lemon I'm going to add after. So let's talk about dandelion greens. I love dandelions. Now, dandelion greens remind me of our lawn mowing business. As kids, we owned a lawn mowing business, and the dandelions would come up and just wreck the whole look of a beautiful lawn. But we didn't use a whole bunch of pesticides and herbicides on the lawns up north, and you know, I love running around in my bare feet. So That was fabulous, but that's how I remember dandelions. And you know what? I think my grandmother ate dandelion greens, but I didn't really think much of them when I was a kid. I was like, really? I'm not gonna eat dandelions, they're weeds. But here, they're the most potent green that we can juice for detoxifying your liver and your kidneys. Now, in the fall, you also want to nourish the body. So that's why you nourish it with the foods that I talked about. They nourish and they support. You want to support the organs and gently cleanse as well. The spring, of course, is a great time to clean up. And I did a whole spring time liver cleanse video that's there. But, you know, so you can juice. It's for the liver and the kidneys, so again, it affects the brightness of your eyes. But anytime you clean up the liver, you're helping your cholesterol, you're helping your blood pressure. And this is great fall prep to do this juicing now, especially to help fortify your kidneys. You're getting this big energy back, and then you're starting to gently cleanse out the intestines, helping you to release things that you no longer need, whether that be in your life or in your body. So here we've got high usable source of calcium. Milk for calcium, plenty of other ways. All right, most people are allergic to milk. If less milk is raw and unpasteurized, and it's the whole thing with milk. I can't digest milk protein. A lot of people can't. And then there's the thing of hormones in there and everything else. So unless you're getting organic, unless you do really well with milk, because some people do, there's other ways to get calcium, high amounts of calcium. All right, rich in iron, just like parsley, really rich in iron. I add parsley to my smoothies a lot. My green smoothies are jacked up with parsley, and also cilantro. We're not bringing cilantro in the mix today, but it's so excellent for getting heavy metals out of the body. Yes, we have lots of heavy metals in the body, and mercury is super bad for you. That's a whole nother subject. It's super high in antioxidants, these delicious greens. They have more protein than spinach, and they're jacked up with vitamin A, vitamin C. So vitamin C helps with the iron absorption. Okay, what good is taking something if you can't absorb it? Just like the meat, all right, beef and broccoli. Why do those go together? Because the broccoli helps you absorb the good nutrients in the meat. Nourishing for the kidneys, vitamin A, build strong bone tissue. We need that as well. Anti-inflammatory, again, so this is super juice for anyone with inflammatory diseases. So make sure we do this at home, add pineapple straight away because it's so good. Cucumber, I'm not adding cucumber here, but definitely add it. It's perfect for that complement to that. Eat lots of cucumbers because you need the fiber from them. They're great. And then we're adding lemon to this as well. Copper. Yep, lots of copper. All right, you ask, copper. Copper, your cells need for energy. Are you feeling low in energy? Your body is gunked up with crap. That's really what it is. Toxins, they store in there, they sluggish you out. Your kidney and your liver filter all your blood. If your blood is filled up with junk, your joints ache. I mean, the whole leaky gut thing coming in, there's lots of stuff. So your cells, you're doing your cells a misservice, all right? You're not gonna get an animal and feed it crappy food. You're not gonna get an expensive sports car and feed it anything but the best oil, gas, and whatever it needs. So this is you, this is your body. You need it for a healthy brain functioning and protect you from free radical damage, which we have a lot of, and vegan friendly calcium. So perfect. All right, we're gonna keep going here with the with some dandelion greens. You just shove them in here. This is fun. Juicing is really, really fun. That's why you gotta get your kids involved in juicing. Super awesome. And if you sweeten it up enough, they'll drink it. And if you start them early enough, they're gonna crave it. And if they taste junk food, it's gonna taste so nasty that they're not even gonna want it. And that's exactly what you need. Education and awareness. And yeah, they're gonna eat a few Doritos, and Doritos, those are sick. They're like crack, right? Because I don't know what they put on there, but there's stuff on there that makes your brain go, oh my God, this is such good cheese, and it's not real. Nothing is real. It's all artificial. So, you know what, though, after you have a few and you've been cleaning your body up, you're like, oh, this stuff is gross and I'm getting sick. You know, I used to like crunchy Cheetos, the same thing. Unbelievable, right? So you just stuff all this stuff in here and you juice it up. You can add a little spirulina to this, a little powder. But anyway, that's the general gist of this video here. Now, I'm gonna taste it for you. It's gonna be a little tight, you know. Here, let's just put the lemon in real quick. I love lemon. I can't get enough lemon. I mean, you don't want to overdo it, I guess, but lemon is so good for it, jump-starting your liver, your bile, the whole like metabolic system, getting that going. Actually, that's freaking amazing. It's kind of peppery, but the green apple makes it amazing. So here's to fall, here's to cleaning up and staying in harmony with nature, fortifying your kitchen. Listen, it's not about recipes. With real food, all you gotta do is cut them up and eat them. It's super easy. Although recipes are fun for soup and stuff like that. So this is about getting healthy. And reach out to me at KK at in the kitchen with KK. Forget, I'll put the link down there. And for a complimentary health assessment, I'll send you the form, you can fill it out, and we'll go over it together. It's amazing what you can learn about yourself and have a few goals before the holidays. Trim down, look better, you know, before you head out onto the dating scene. So thanks for watching and tuning in. I'm grateful for all of you. Love sharing my passions with you, and hopefully just make a little bit of difference in your life, creating a healthier, sexier, vibrant, more youthful you. Thank you.